Okay, ladies and gentlemen, I do believe we are ready to go. Let me just check in with both the team owners real fast and see if we're good. Let me just... Azur is the owner of that team. Yeah, I think we're ready to go. I'm gonna send that to... I'm gonna send the link to the thing, and we are going to be... Okay, yeah, let me just send this link to the VOD. Okay, there we go. We are ready to begin shortly. I have the VOD all linked. Okay, so we are going to begin. Both teams have given us the ready. And here we go. So, Reboot versus Revive. Reboot being the main team, Revive being the academy team. Should be a fun little rivalry happening here. Oh god, I forgot to turn on the music. Let me just do that real fast. I'm sorry, so unprofessional of me. Oh, we can hear the sweet tunes of Nepal now. So wonderful. Okay. So, we are here. Colors are all nice as well. We have the Reboot colors as well as the Revive colors. And we are here on the Paul Sanctum to open up the game. Lovely map. Of course, not a favorite of Exiles due to us losing map 5 on it every single time. So that's always lovely. But here we are, pretty much ready to go. I expect pretty lighthearted rivalry from both these teams being connected and affiliated. But we'll see coming into this game. Some little insight I got from talking to the teams just now is I heard that there will be Baptiste being run out of Reboot, and yes, Mannered Ha is actually coming out with Baptiste at the moment, with them running actually Doom and Genji along with double main tank, the Rhine Orisa. Pretty interesting. Oh, they will switch it to Orisa Hog, so pretty much expected. And then we have Rhine Zarya, triple support, and one Mei coming out of the side of Revive. So we'll see coming into this. Here they come. Teams are ready for battle. So not much is known about Revive for me personally. Reboot, I remember them. We played them in the... Oh god, I'm out of the fight. Jeez, my bad, boys. So here they are. They actually have the Lucio walled off there, but that Immortality Field's going to come out from the back. Great play from him. So Immortality Field's going to go down. Good job by the Lucio to kill that, and they're going to start pushing in. Misfire strike, and they start to push through. He's going to get hooked away, and a wall will come out to separate the Hog from the rest of the team. They will be able to rotate around. Horrible I am already getting that percentage onto the point. And Reboot won't actually cap it, despite going down a kill, but they will bring it right back. Zweeb and Chuck get some picks out. Iron Crayola going to do some work here on the Lucio. And it looks like this will be a Reboot fight win.
Oh, let's break it. Damn!
Crayola is actually going to commit the sound barrier to this. Not sure if that was needed, but he did it anyways, and that will pretty much ensure that they win this fight. He's going to just try to chase down this enemy Lucio, while Zweeb gets the pick onto Pup, I believe it was. While Revive are just kind of scrambling over here. They're super split right now with how they're positioned, but they can easily regroup. Oh no, they're back together. They're ready to go. So we're waiting for the rest of the team to come. They're actually gonna have Dementor flank around on. Oh no! The Orisa gets pulled away from the team. A couple of them just kind of hanging out with her. Here they are. Zweeb and Horrible I am already getting 2 big picks. Azur is going to throw out the grab, but he will get picked off. It was a big one, but the Immortality Field combined with the picks coming from Reboot, it just was not enough. So Reboot already having a commanding lead on this. With already going up 65%, and they have been dominating every fight. The Genji is going to get walled, however he can't climb. He's not going to really get out. He's going to kind of deflect. Shatter coming down from Dementor, I believe it was. Didn't get anyone. Here they come through. The wall's going to come around, not really getting anything. Ooh, the damage amp is going to come through from the BAP on Reboot's side, and they're just going to be running through this. Horrible Am and Zweeb just going crazy, along with the rest of the tank line. It's just, Reboot has been dominating right now. Dementor with a little pick onto Zweeb. He probably felt low from the fight happening. Oh, he's going to do a little charge in. We're going to get him out of the thingy. Sorry, I can't speak. No, he's going to get picked off, and it doesn't look like Reboot will be able to touch. I mean, Revive will be able to touch, and well, hold on, boys. Something just came up. I will be right back. This is unprofessional of me, but I'm gonna take like a 30-second break. Alright, well, both teams are running out of spawn. Sorry about that, boys. So here they are, here with a Junkrat this time, and Reaper. Oh, he's already gonna pick up onto Pup. Good job by Horrible Am. I remember him being a star DPS on this roster. Absolute insane gamer. Jesse's gonna come through and res Pup, but Zweeb is gonna grab Dementor on his way in on ball, so that's not gonna be the greatest for him. Reboot is going to take cap on this point and start getting that percentage going, while Revive just kind of hang out front. Rave Wraith is just spamming damage through and getting up to that barrage. So both teams just kind of poking as Dementor's starting to start the push through here. The spamming damage. Azure is going to fall after going a little bit hyper aggressive, while Zweeb just chews him up. Reaper doing so much damage, but they have Rave Wraith over on the side. So what he does, he does have this barrage. He's being pocketed by Chessie. But it looks like Revive are just going to kind of play it safe for now, not going to really do much. Rave Wraith super low to the floor, see if Weeb can grab him. He's going to get really low. Chessie is going to get picked off by Manard. Oh, Weeb is chasing him down. See what he does with this. Oh, he's going to have that mortar section off, and he will grab him. However, he's going to fall to Pup. Overextended there. Dragon's coming out. It's greatly positioned, but that huge immortality kill comes through. And there is a Tyre that will try to go and grab someone. Chuck is going to grab him up front. And, oh, here comes the barrage. It was a little bit too high. He's going to get picked off by Ayoshi. But before, he will actually kill Ayoshi, his murderer, and actually the BAP. Alright, so this map going pretty similarly to the other one. Revive just able to grab a couple picks in some fights, but Reboot just eventually coming through at the end and it not meaning much. Alright, so Reboot are coming in here. They do have some ults coming up, and I think they actually have the advantage in that sense. Much closer to these grabs and shatters that they need to win this. They have that Genji just up main, kind of spamming damage. Oh, huge that damage and Fire Strike is such a nasty combo. They are going to get 3 picks in this fight, and it looks like that might be it for Revive. They have the ults, they have the kills, and it looks like that will be it. I don't think anyone can touch other than the Genji. Let's see what he does with it, though. Will he touch? No, he will not. And that will be a quick first map for Reboot. Reboot just kind of coming in and dominating there. Last season we saw that they were an excellent team. Just getting knocked out of the playoffs by XOL in an extremely close and intense match. And I hate to say it, but it's almost expected that main team is better than the academy team. But I think Revive has plenty of things they can be happy about so far, and it's just the first map, so things will definitely improve from here for sure.
You thought I was out of
Yes, Alpha, we do have a Doomfist in the game. It's an insane gamer moment. Doomfist played on a couple maps actually, along with Genji, which is a huge surprise to me. Reminds me of some Alpha Jose play. But anyways, first map going to Reboot. Epic gamer moment for them. I'll put the score in there. And we are almost ready for the next map, which I do believe is... Let me look. I should know this, but I don't. It's probably like... It's Paris. Ugly. I hate that map. There we go. So Paris is the next map. We are going to put that into play. I'll check with Azure to see if they have any subs coming in. Just make sure everyone's ready. Okay, sorry about that little pause. Just waiting for Azure to actually respond. Just waiting for him to respond on whether or not they're coming in with any subs. The real Nighthawk. No, this isn't a tournament. This is actually a league. It's 13 weeks. This is actually week 1 of the 13. We're just kicking off season 3. So we're just waiting for him to confirm whether or not they have any subs. I don't know if he sees the message or not. But I'm just gonna assume... Okay, yeah, no subs for them, so... we are here on Paris, and I think we're ready to go. I'll switch the sides after this so that we can... Okay, yeah. So they are ready. Revive is ready to make a comeback here and prove that they can do something. The Real Nighthawk, we have 20 teams this season, I believe. There was like 21 or 22 at some point, but some dropped out, some replaced, that sort of thing. We just started this week, so if it's on Xbox, so if you want to invite to the server, I can probably do that for you. Yep, 20 teams. Honestly, if I had to give a power ranking of these two teams, I'd give Reboot like 9th for sure. And then, from what I've seen so far, I don't know much about Revive, but I'd have to give them like 11th or 12th, maybe 13th. But I think they're an excellent team. I just think they have some things they need to iron out, and then they can definitely do some work in the league. And the same can be said about Reboot, honestly. So, anyways, what Reboot will be doing here on defense is they are running a Bastion strat, not surprising considering how small this choke here on First Point Paris is. So they're running spam with the Bastion, Junkrat, and they have that Darissa for bunker. What's interesting is that they're not running Hog like you normally would in a spam comp. They're running more of the Diva, but it's not that far-fetched. They also are going to have BAP, which will be cool to see. And on attack, we have a Ryan Hog, which I find pretty interesting, but we'll see how they pull it off. I have faith in the Revive boys here. And female, I know there's one. Okay, so they are also running a Junk, which is a pretty surprising pick on attack. He's just going to try to hang around the corner. Wraith is going to get picked off extremely early by Horrible I Am. Dementor's going to lose his shield and go really low. It looks like Revive are kind of struggling to figure out what they want to do here. Just kind of hanging around the corners. Okay, Pup is going to finally make a little peek and start shooting. Horrible I Am already getting so many picks and getting super close to this tire. Just spamming away down the corner as the rest of the Reboot squad is. Just holding down RT. It's always the way to go. Just getting little pokes and getting their ults up. So, Chessie Blood already does have their ults, but Zweeb is going to grab Pup, so that will delay Revive's push even further. Not much they can really do. Horrible I Am does have this tire, with Zweeb coming up close on this Bastion ult. Okay, well, the tire's going to come through after a rather uneventful couple seconds there. No one really doing much. Here comes the tire with the Immortality Field. He's trying to find someone. It's going to go down. He's going to grab Wraith and Chessie. Unlucky for them. So already a minute and a half has gone by and no real push. Pup is going to go through and get absolutely toasted by the combination of Zweeb and Horrible I Am. Zur just kind of peeking here. If I was just giving my 2 cents, what I'd tell the squad of Revive to do here is go Lucio and some sort of combination of goats, Winston goats, and just speed through or speed onto them. That's really what they need to do right now. Just waiting and sitting around isn't going to do much. They need to do this with speed and communication and precision, and that will be the key to winning this right here. So nothing still happening quite yet. They will switch to a Sombra, so I think that was actually a pretty good swap. Clearly, definitely talking about what they need to do changing because it's not working out yet. Just kind of poking here. Dementor not even to a shatter yet because he hasn't gotten to do much. He's just been peeking, losing his shield, and getting toasted. So unlucky being a main tank. So he's actually sectioned off from his team. This is really bad for him. He needs to get some healing, but his team can't really see him. There you go. The BAP is going to actually start getting the heals to him that he needs. And the rest of the team's going to try to push through, but they're going to get pulled. Oh, Bash is getting pulled down by Azure. Big pick for him. That actually might be good if they can maybe regroup or even still push this through. But if you look at Reboot, they have way too many ults that they can probably fight this off. Chessie is going to fall to Iron Crayola, but what? That animation went through the shield, but it didn't okay. So Tyra coming in, see what it grabs. It is going to grab the main tank, chuck the rats. Ults from both sides coming out. Sorry, my camera work's not the greatest right now. And Puck just kind of chilling here on the high ground with the defending team, and he will be pulled down. So 40 seconds left for Revive here. They do have a couple ults that they can probably use. They are coming up on an EMP soonish if they can start to farm it. No, he's going to get picked off. So they're not going to have Sombra for this last fight, most likely. I think Reboot have this as a full hold, but we'll see if Revive can pull off some magic. So team's just kind of spamming through here. They can't really make a push. They need to switch to Lucio really early on there, I think. And Chessie is going to fall to Mandhaw. Okay, here comes Pup. He's going to try to get through. Dementor's going to just try to charge towards the point. He will not be able to touch, and that's going to be a full hold for Reboot. Just 1 point is needed for them to take this map. It's looking very good for Reboot right now. And to those Revive guys who are watching the VOD right now, my tip for there would have been go Lucio or some sort of fast dive comp so you can get past that or jump onto it really quickly and not let them get as much damage out. That's just my 2 cents if I was going to coach that situation at all. But yeah, I don't know. That's just my 2 cents. You can take it or leave it. But anyways, here we are on second round of Paris here. Already been a fast couple of maps. We have the potential of closing out this map extremely quickly, and in under 20 minutes we would have had 2 maps down, so it's been a fairly quick match today. Looks like they're gonna have a Sombra, Mei, Junkrat, Orisa with a Zenyatta. We'll wait to see what the last one is. Horrible I Am going Sim, so they're probably just going to try to TP around and hop on this point really fast, which is honestly probably one of the better ideas out here. They have Zweeb on Tor, but I doubt he stays on that.
Group up with me. Group up.
But we'll see what he does. They're kind of just chilling here in the bar. Alright. Well, it's, Azur's going to be a little late to the battle, but I think he'll be there in time. Yeah, he should be good. Ready to spam damage through. And we'll see what this defending team does to protect them, or protect their honor against their main team. Alright, so not doing much. Oh, they're going to do the TP to the side. But they read it. They're going to start pulling it back. They have to get over there to touch the point. None of them are truly that fast. Other than, it looks like they might be able to cap it. Dementor's going to make the jump over. Pup is going to grab the kills, and they will be able to pull this out, actually. It's just Hog left on the point now. They're going to pull him down pretty fast, I'd imagine. Yep, there he goes. And, yeah, great job by Revive to actually hold that there. Perfect rotation, and they did a great job picking up the kills over that section. Horrible Lamb's actually chilling up here in the little room with the piano. It'd be funny if he started playing it and they didn't even realize. But so I think this might actually come to be some pretty interesting strategy. He might try to TP his team over. Zweeb is already going to pick up Chessie pretty early on there. I think that's pretty good for him. Ooh, Horrible Lamb setting it up to defeat the rotation coming in from Revives. They're going to get that one big hit onto the Bastion. And here comes Reboot coming through the TP. They're going to come touch. The rotate is going to come out from the Sombra. A little bit of touch. He's going to get booped off by Iron Crayola. And they actually are going to get off the point. Orisa had to back up to save their life. And Reboot is going to take that round. So, once again, another really dominant map for Reboot there. I think most of it came from Revive just not being able to make a push there in the first point. They just kind of hung out the choke for far too long. But one thing I will say is Revive did an excellent job defending that first time and doing a quick rotation to touch and keep them from capping at that first little push. All things to work on, you know. There's a new team. I think, at least, it's a new team, and it's like Overwatch League. They play the best of 5, but normally you only really need you play 4, and you only play 5 if needed, you know. So next map is Route 66, I do believe. Let me just check that real fast. I'm correct. It's Route 66, so I'm gonna slap that map on there. And we'll be ready to go. I think I'm going to switch the sides just because halftime type things. Oh, I can't do that. Rip. Well, I'll ask the teams if there are any subs. And we'll just wait here. For right now, this is a halftime show. So, I'm going to have to entertain you somehow. I don't know. I'm not all that entertaining of a person. Okay, so Azure is saying that there is no sub. And we're just waiting for Iron Crayola's response. He got on his phone, it says. Yeah, he's typing back. Should be good to go pretty soon here. Okay, so both teams saying they're ready to go. I don't think we'll even have to do a halftime or anything. But Reboot, if they win this map, then that is a win for them. And yeah, we'll see how this goes.
Traveling to Route 66.
So it's been an entertaining game to watch so far. Both teams definitely putting their hardest out. Obviously going far more in favor of Reboot. Alright, so in a moment here we will get the picks. Each team will be running. I really like how this map looks over there. Anyway, sorry. But yeah, Zweeb and Manard, yeah, and Horrible Am have just been dominant this game. Obviously, Ayoshi and Check the Rat being great tank lines, as well as Crayola and the occasional flex over to healer that our DPS players will do. They've just been great. In my opinion, who is my favorite player of each team? I don't really have favorites, to be honest, but personality-wise, just the people I've met, I am a big fan of Iron Crayola. He's just a really cool dude. I haven't really talked to many of the guys on Reboot, like other than just going, hey, what's up, you know, how you doing, that sort of thing. I thought Chessie was pretty nice. I thought Azure was cool. I don't know. I guess I like to like pretty much everyone in the league. I try to enjoy everyone, but yeah, Revive can get this map done. They just have to communicate and listen to each other more. Yeah, I'd agree. I think a lot of their problems come from their communication problems right now, and just that they're not going as fast as they need to be going with some of the switches and decisions. So here they are with Reboot just kind of holding up on this gas station. They're going to try to poke for right now. Wraith is going to be on on Far again. My bad. While Zurg slept. Ayoshi and Chuck the Rat, definitely the better tank line matchup here, I feel, especially on Rein Zarya compared to Ball Zarya. Zweeb's gonna go after Wraith right now, gonna try to pick him out of the sky. He's a little far up, along with that pocket, but let's see if we can grab him out of the sky. We'll take fights going up front. Pup is gonna try to grab a pick onto Iron Crayola, or Manor, not Iron Crayola, and then we'll get it. Revive actually have some picks now. Iron Crayola is going to kind of rotate around. Going to try to get to his team. Heal them. Wraith is going to get rezzed and back into the fight. Horrible Am is kind of blasting the way, trying to grab Wraith, but he's going to get pulled down. So Revive, crazy advantage right now. Crayola just kind of stuck in the little room over there. He's going to get out. Let's see if Lucy will touch. He is going to touch. So that's going to be actually rather quick cap for Revive there in that map. Or here on Route 66. So Ayoshi just kind of poking away, trying to get close to that grab. Talon Surge. If we look at the ults on Reboot and Revive, Revive kind of have the advantage right now. They are closer to that grab. They do have those mines, and they have support ults ready to go pretty soon here at least. Alright, so Pup is going to grab Horrible Am with Wraith jumping in and grabbing Zweeb. They're just kind of plowing through right now. This is a completely different Revive than we saw in Paris. Wow, okay, just kind of mowing through. Wraith going sicko mode, shooting as much, everything up. I think a lot of this has to go to Azure though, just doing that upfront damage and keeping everyone at low health. It's a great job by him. Same with Pup, winning the Widow duel over Horrible Am, which I think is one of the better DPS in the league. Ooh, let's see. Ooh. So Pup a little in a funky situation right now. Ooh, a little Widow duel over on the side, but Pup's gonna pull it out. Wraith, sorry, I completely missed it. He's just gonna be going ham on the other team over there. Popping his ult and getting some picks. Jessie is gonna go to Battle Mercy mode and 1v1 this diva. It's gonna pull her down. I mean, obviously not a 1v1 with a little spray with the help of Wraith there. Yeah, just completely ignore the point there, and they will be able to cap. So 5 minutes for Revive here as they're pushing through to the end. Pup is just absolutely demolishing Horrible Am on the Widow right now. Alright, so Dimension's gonna go in a little bit, do his little ball thing. Pup is gonna grab Zweeb as well. Pup going absolutely insane. Where's her? Or his? I don't know. POV. I need it. Oh, he gets picked up by Horrible Am right as I find it. There we go. Azure has his Graviton. Just waiting to use it this entire game. He's going to bubble Dementor as he jumps in. He's going to use the mines. Ooh, the Graviton Surge coming out. Chuck the Rat doing a little bit of spinning. Oh, the from Manor. Huge shatter from Chuck the Rat. Not in the right spot. Oh, big bomb from Ayoshi. I'm sorry I missed that, dude. And it looks like Revive is going to kind of be jumping out. Sorry for the horrible camera work at the moment. And that's gonna push Revive away. So Revive have actually been doing insanely well this map compared to the other ones. And that's actually the first time Reboot has managed to legitimately stop them and keep their push from continuing on. So let's see what Pup can do against Horrible Am here. He will have the infrared out as well as Horrible Am, so it's a little bit of an even fight. Horrible Am will pick him out, but he will be rezzed by Chessie. He's going to get a little bit of a higher shot. Oh, that was nice. He's going to try to start pushing forward. I was hoping he'd get another one. It doesn't look like he will. We'll see here. Chuck the Rat just playing the front line here. They are going to grab Dementor, so that's a big pick. I don't know if Revive will be able to push without their main tank here. So Spam just coming in. They're going to dive the top, right, or left, depending on your perspective here. And Pup is going to also pick off Zweeb. Horrible Am just kind of hanging out up top right, trying to win that Widow duel with Pup. And once again, Pup is just going to absolutely demolish there. Jesse's going to get a little bit of a res on the Rave Wraith as he goes back in. Pup is going to get dove by Ayoshi, and they are going to have to back up from there. Well, this map has actually been a lot more interesting than the last two have, and I could not love it more. You know, this has been fantastic to watch. So a little bit of an infrared coming out for Revive. Let's see what they can do with this. They're starting to push through onto Chuck the Rat, who's a little bit sectioned off from his team, not too far, but there is a little bit of a distance there. Pup just in a 1v1 with Sweep, and he's being absolutely destroyed. Sorry, not a 1v1, pocketed by bomb coming through. He is going to grab Azure. I think he was on the floor or something. Pup is going to be trying to take on Manard, but he will not have it. And Rave Wraith is kind of chilling up here. Might get a little bit staggered from his team, but yeah, he's just going to jump down the point and accept his death as he gets killed. So Revive can't actually push yet, and a great job by Reboot actually stalling this out for what seemed like forever. It was 5 minutes actually when they first got to this third point, and they're down to about a minute 40 right now. So great job by Reboot so far. Here comes Revive coming, kind of pushing back in. We actually did make a switch over to Genji. Uh-oh, Dragon coming in from Rave Wraith. Let's see what it can get. Just gonna kind of dodge it out. Oh, Pup is gonna absolutely destroy Horrible Lamb, and they're gonna commit this Coalescence in. They're gonna start pushing through. Huge Shatter coming out. He's gonna grab 3 of them, and Revive have tons of picks this fight. This is looking good for them. Zweep is kind of stalling the point, and he's gonna have to get dead. So Horrible Lamb over here on the right, so we can do this. Doesn't look like he will be able to do much, but a huge Shatter coming down from Chuck the Rat. He's going to be kind of swinging around on point. I doubt his life is much longer from that, though, and he will be pulled down. Diva's going to kind of get focused down. Azure actually having quite good tracking, I have to add. Excellent job, dude. And, yeah, that's going to be it for that round. Great job by both teams there, and especially good job by Revive coming through at the end there and getting that final push.
Initiating
Round 1 GG's, yes indeed. Very fun first round to watch there. Oh, only 4 viewers at the moment. Clearly I'm not the most popular streamer, but unlucky, man. Alright, well here we come into round 2. Revive have 45 seconds on the clock here. Let's see if Reboot has anything to say about that. Yeah, Azure and Pup have just been absolutely insane this map. There's no words for how well they've been playing, along with the rest of the Revive squad as well. And not to discredit anyone on Reboot, but this has been a crazy map. This has been like such fun to watch. I think where Reboot can win this map is by winning that Widow duel a little bit more and just kind of crashing on that tank line. Because Azure and Pup, as you said, Real Nighthawk, have been absolutely dominating. And if they can just kind of shut that down, I think Reboot can take this back.
1. Attackers incoming.
Oh, Pup getting up in the air there. See what Horrible Lamb had to say about it. Oh, he's going to get a little dink to the body. He's going to spray down. He's a little worried. Oh, something. Dementor's going to jump up front, see what they can do with that. Ooh, Pup over on the rock. They're going to exchange some shots. Both just barely missing. Jumping through. Alright, well Zweep is going to fall dangerously low, and he's going to actually get pulled down by Azure. Great job by him to finish that pick off. Both teams just kind of hanging out here. The ball is going to almost die, but he will manage to back up and get some support from his team. Great job by them. Winston is going to dive into the back, just kind of hang out on top of gas station and do some damage. What? What? Okay, well he's gonna toss down the bomb and get a 4K.
No one
great job by Ayoshi. I actually missed it again. I'm so sorry, dude. I hope you clipped that. probably belongs in top 5 plays of the week. Okay. Well, Ayoshi's gone AFK for a moment there, probably clipping the play he just got. And they're going to dive back in. The fight's going on. Ball in the back line. He's going to fall really low and see if they can grab the kill. Oh, he's just going to get out. Azur is going to actually fall. Horrible Am just in the back. Rave Raid pops his ult. He's going to grab Mannered. See what else he can do with this. Ooh, pick coming out from Horrible Am. Good job by him. Oh, he doesn't see Pup over there. Grab for Azur. See what happens with this. The bomb will not grab anyone. Sorry, Ayoshi. Not a play this time. But Azur is the only one contesting the point right now. He is about half. Oh, Dementor was, but not anymore. And it looks like Azur will fall pretty quickly. And that will be first point. Oh, spicy. Well, Horrible I Am, like I said, he needs to be winning this little duel, and he will get it. That res is going to come out. Horrible I Am just a little late on the grapple up there, but he will get out alive, which is all that matters. Chuck the Rat has been pretty solid. Yeah, I agree. Chuck has been excellent so far. They just need to be shutting down Revive's tank line, which they have been doing very well this round. So Horrible I Am is actually going insane right now with plenty of kills. He's going to have to back it a little bit because they have that Genji that wants him so bad. And what's fun about this team is Rave Wraith actually has played on the Reboot squad before. Like I said, these two teams are affiliated, so they kind of send players back and forth.
Let them up.
So I'm sure they've all played together and they've all had fun together, so this must be a fun game to play in. Oh, let's see Pup. Oh, Horrible I Am. Gonna get a cheeky little headshot onto Pup. It seems like whichever Widow is on attack right now is the one that is dominating. So, both supports kind of grouped up with the blade coming in from Rave Wraith. Let's see what he can do with this. And where's his POV? He's going to grab Chessie, and he's going to kind of jump through. More will be kicked off by Chuck the Rat, and they are just going to keep running through here. Zweeb going to fall low. Azur going to track him down. Azur's aim, wow, he's actually extremely impressive. We're going to have to back up a little bit here. He's going to get pulled out of the fight with Pup just getting demolished once again by Horrible Am. This Widow duel has been actually legendary. I think it's about even about now. If not, then I think Pup probably has one more, or Horrible Am has like one more. I don't know, man. It's either tied or one person is up by one. It's been extremely close. So this Hanzo has to kind of run away, try to get out of here. Oh, Rave Wraith's gonna get picked up by Zweeb as he jumps in on him. Alright, well, Dementor's gonna jump in, drop his mines. I doubt it will get anyone. Just a little bit of a zoning ult. And they're gonna start pushing up. Chuck the Rat's gonna be in a little bit too far, and they won't be able to pull him out of the fight. And here they are, holding their line up once again. So Zweeb falling really low, trying to jump out on the left. He's going to get healed up by Mannered. And the team is ready to make their push. Plenty of ults from the Reboot team. Let's just hope they use it correctly. Ayoshi's going to toss in his bomb. It will grab Dementor once again. I missed the camera angle on it because I'm an absolute bot. I apologize. But here they come again. Azur has his graph. He really looked like he wanted to use it, but he just fell too fast, and Ayoshi had that DM up. Great, amazingly played by Reboot there. Check the Rat's going to be in here on the supports. He's going to have to jump out a little bit. Just kind of pushing this point, getting extremely close. Revive have to defend this here. It's not going to be good for them if this time is how it's going to be. So, getting close, some grabs, and Dragon's coming out. Dragon Blade from Zweeb. Let's see what he can do with it. He will be able to grab Pup. No one else, so the fight will continue to hold out on point. A little charge is going to come through. Let's see if DPS can start grabbing some major picks. Mannered and Horrible I Am are going to get some picks. Horrible I Am tossing out a bomb. He's going to get two! Ayoshi's just been crazy with these bombs so far, and I don't know, man. Is there something to it? Is it luck? Is it just insane IQ? Who knows, man? It's just going well for Ayoshi right now, and I'm sure he's loving it. So that is 3-3 with Reboot coming back after a what seemed like a fairly dominant round for Revive, but Reboot say, nope, we're not going to have that, and they did exactly the same. 3-cap it with actually a minute over what Revive had, so great stuff from them. So here we are seeing the compositions that either team will be running. I think we have Revive on attack now, so that'll be interesting to see. And from what we've seen, the Widow who's on attack is normally the one that's dominating, so I expect to see Pup being the one destroying Horrible I Am this time around. We'll see how it goes though. They will also have Rave Wraith once again on Hanzo. He did pretty good on there. He did a great job charging those dragons pretty fast. And Azure once again doing great. Dementor doing his job on Ball. I think Ryan would be a little bit better for this, but you know, the Ball's been working for him, so we'll see. And Zweeb, who's been absolutely going crazy on Genji, is on Genji once again. And they're kind of holding up here on this top right. Let's see what that will do. But Dementor's gonna kind of jump in onto Widow, just play a little aggressive onto her, and Wave Wraith is gonna grab a fast pick onto Horrible I Am with Dementor jumping into the back line there. Just kind of jumping around. Zweeb gonna be inside of Revive's lines while they just kind of spam it out. Wave Wraith gonna be pulling people down, see what he can grab over there. Ooh, those shots look pretty well lined up, just barely missed. So Reboot are actually having to play extremely passive right now, and they were from the very beginning considering their positioning and team composition there. Here they are backing up in this tunnel. They're waiting for when they can kind of group and go in. Ayoshi's going to get a pick onto Rave Wraith. He isn't close to the bomb though, so we won't be seeing many Ayoshi bombs this fight right now unless he can chuck it really fast. No ults as of yet other than the coalescence. Or he does get the Diva Bomb. Ayoshi going insane right now. Let's find his POV. He's just getting pick after pick. See what he can do. Use this Diva Bomb. He is going to toss it. Uh-oh. Pup, better watch out, dude. He's going to get his lure. And Reboot are going to hold this right in front of the gas station. So that is a pretty good hold for them. XOL is better than Overwatch League. Now, as former owner of XOL, I probably shouldn't say this, but you're very wrong, Jose. But actually, you know, I take that back. I think it's pretty interesting to like be able to watch people that I talk to play and people that I know and I've played with. It's a little, there's a little bit of a disconnect when you're kind of, you know, watching pros because they're you never talked to them before unless you've like been to a signing and stuff. But by that logic, I've only ever talked to I've only really ever talked to NYXL, and that was in Season 1, so they probably didn't understand me because they didn't really have the best understanding of English at that time, I assume. Hey Basic, how you doing, man?
Hey man, are you casting?
Yeah.
Oh, that's epic.
Hey, dude, you want an invite?
What's the match? Yeah, sure, why not,
It's
bro?
Revive versus Reboot. Original
Revive
team
versus
versus... Yeah, I know. It's main team versus versus Academy team, so it's a pretty exciting matchup. Yeah.
I bet.
Yeah. Alright, so so far there's been an insane Widow duel between Pup and Horrible I Am, so you're gonna want to pay attention to that. Welcome everybody, a special guest to the cast, Basic, the one and only.
I mean,
alright, so
little
Revive
spontaneous
is holding this here. Yeah. Oh, you're good, you're good. So, this little Widow duel happening over on the left, or right, sorry, I know locations. Once again, Revive are going to be holding up on this gas station, a little bunker comp, but this dive is going to actually be working out for Reboot. They're going to be jumping in, getting some kills. Oh, Yoshi gets hooked and absolutely destroyed. Unlucky. So yeah, they're going to be dropping.
Oh, sorry about that one, but yeah. I mean, the sniper's too powerful as well. When you got that dive going into Winston soaking up a lot of damage, sniper's able to just shoot down those lanes, and Horrible I Am and Zweeb do just that. Or charge up that Dragon Strike. Nice little 2k. Now just a couple stagger kills on the cart. Oh, look at that Hanzo popping off.
It's going insane. Zweeb's a god. Alright, well, that looks... Oh, wait. There is going to be a contest from Dementor on the point on Ball. He's just going to be doing a little bit of spinning. They're going to be trying to pull him down. I can't find his POV. Sorry about that, Choke. They will be able to. It looks like they might be able to grab this here. Unless someone can touch. Oh yeah,
Moira can
Hog
test.
and Moira can. Around here, trying to hook Ayoshi. His bomb's gonna come out. He's been getting some fat bombs today because we were just barely dodging out the explosion. He's gonna have that whole Hog. He tries to boot the team off the point, but he's gonna get destroyed quite fast. Dementor is gonna actually make it back. So Rave Wraith and Dementor trying their complete and total best to hold this. Rave Wraith just jumping around, tosses that pulse bomb that gets no one. Dementor is jumping around. He will be fall, and that looks like it will be a 3-0 victory for Reboot.
Oh man, that was a fantastic matchup. Loved watching all of that. Congrats to Reboot. They played phenomenally through all 3 maps. Just absolutely popping off the entire time. Now from what I saw,
I have to say that, yeah, this has been a fun match, especially the, oh yeah, that was a big bomb. I thought there was a bigger one. I don't know, maybe not. Either way, there was such an entertaining Widow duel between Pup and Horrible I Am. It was actually crazy.
Thank you.
But yeah, that was it. 3-0 for Reboot. There is actually one more match coming up that we have to wait for. Basically, if you're willing to stick around, you can, but...
Yeah, I actually did play with a couple of guys that I got on to play with. It was fun to come in. Didn't realize you were casting, but alright. You know, I'm glad to be here. Sorry I interrupted you a couple times, but hope the rest of the match goes well, man.
Yeah, that's fine, man.
Little shout out to everybody watching. Yeah. Have fun, BwoodDill. That was pretty fun. Later, Chief.
Thank you. Yeah, it was fun. I'll talk to you later, man. Alright, well, that was Basic, ladies and gentlemen. The one and only. Fantastic caster, fantastic dude. Even better Overwatch player. Real Nighthawk, there is the Discord server link right down there for you. You can accept that and join. Remember, that's Xbox. Let's just make sure both teams are good on subs. And then we will start map 3. Okay, cool. So map 3 is... I mean, not map 3, top 4. Map 4. So let's check the map real fast. Azure wants to take a little time out, talk to his team about what's going on. But until then, we will get the next map ready to go. So when we're ready, we will start it. Okay, so, yep. Revive are taking a little bit of a timeout just to talk about some stuff and get ready for this last map here. When it comes to this, they've already lost the game, but you know, this map they're playing for pride. It's always hard to play map 4 once you're already down by 3, but you know, that's what makes strong players strong. So anyways, there will be a sub. I think they subbed in Neclito for Chesty. And alright, so there's a sub coming in. So the Real Nighthawk, there's your Discord invite. And I think we're almost ready to go. The Real Nighthawk added me as a friend. Oh man, I got some Overwatch League tokens, dude. That's actually sick. I got some Overwatch League tokens on stream. So we're ready to go. I got added by the Real Nighthawk. That's pretty legendary as well. I haven't seen him join the Discord yet, but so here we are on Numbani for map 4 with the score ring 3-0 Reboot, taking the victory over Revive. But don't go yet, folks. We still have one more map to go. There's no link? I didn't put one? Here, I'll whisper it to you. Okay, tell me if that worked. Okie doke. Well, tell me in a second if you joined or not, but... So how it works is you can just message a team owner or put like a looking for team post in looking for teams or whatever, and go through all of the process of getting your roles and such. And yeah, you can talk to someone about getting a thing. You can't. The thing is, the signing window for each team closes actually pretty soon. Every team's closes as soon as their first game is played. So, for example, this morning, Reboots and Revives signing window was open, but right at the beginning of this game, it actually closed. So, if you're hoping to get on a team, you might want to start talking to some teams really quickly in order to get on one before the season actually gets underway. Don't worry, there is a mid-season signing window if you actually do end up missing it. But yeah, so on attack here we have Dive coming out from Revive with Tracer Genji, pretty traditional Dive composition here, other than not having Lucio. And on defense we have Rhine Diva. Oh, horrible! I'm getting a big pick onto the Zen there. Great job by him. Tracer's going to come around the back. They do see her, though. Horrible I Am's going to see if he can get a cheeky pick onto her. She's going to kind of hang out around this corner, see what does this. He's going to kind of back up. Okay, so Reboot just hanging out on this high ground tier while Revive are flanking around the side. Wraith coming from the right. So they are pretty separated here. This might lead for some nasty flanks. Horrible I Am knows that Wraith is over here on the bus. Ooh, Zweeb is going to go in and grab Azure, as well as Horrible I Am is going to grab a pick onto Pup. And as of right now, everyone's just kind of separated and shooting their own separate ways. Revive are going to back up and group up, ready to go again. Not really making any swaps as of yet. One thing I actually am noticing is Nicleto is a main tank and not a healer, which Chessie was when they subbed her out. So here they are, just fighting it out up front. Dementor's gonna jump in and get demacked extremely quickly. Nicleto's gonna fall. Oh, they're gonna pop that Dragon Blade. Where's Zweeb? Oh no, he's gonna get absolutely destroyed by Zen. I want to see that clip. Unfortunately, we're not Overwatch League, and I don't have access to everybody's POV or comms, which actually I think would be extremely interesting to watch. Considering one of the problems with Revive so far we've discussed is their lack of communication. I'm not 100% certain that's what the problem is, but from watching, on Paris at least, I felt like that may have been one of the key issues. On Route 66, it's just, they weren't able to shut Aoshi down, or Horrible I Am, and they won the Widow battle, but just not always when needed. Okay, so they're gonna push through it, so we're playing a little aggressive here. He will be fine, however, he will have this nano to use. We'll see who they use it on. They will have Wraith's Dragon Blade pretty soon here. The whole team falling low with the big shatter. And the bomb's coming through. Let's see what it can get. It's gonna get so many! Oh, she's a god! Chessie, you killed Aoshi 3 times as Mercy? Dude, you're actually a god. Oh, I actually saw you kill him one time. I remember I was watching you battle Mercy. It was pretty awesome. I liked it. Alright, well, Horrible I Am is gonna grab Pup, switched over to his POV at the right time. This Widow duel between these two has been actually crazy. Always glad to see an exciting Widow duel like this one. So they're gonna start pushing through. Oh, Nicleto. Insane play onto grabbing Chuck the Rat. Both Genjis are gonna be Dragon Blading here. Wraith coming out on top though with more. Zweeb only getting one. Wraith just going crazy right now. Where's his POV? I wanna see it. Woo! Just going insane. See what he does on this Ana. Oh, styling. Gonna pick him off. Alright, so he's going to start pushing through here. Just doing some poke onto Chuck the Rat, who has to back up actually. He's a little bit too far up. Revive are going to grab this point, which is good for them. And they will have It's like 2.5 minutes to push this through second point. Second point normally is a pretty stompy point. Ooh, did you see that? There, Genji on the side of Reboot. Zweeb is actually flanking around the back, trying to pick off support. No one's on point though, so we'll go back to the fight. No point in leaving it. What's interesting is why don't I free cam? I don't know, dude. I'm not very good at camera work. But anyways, so there's a little fight between Horrible I Am and Wraith on the point, and looks like Horrible I Am will actually take that. Alright, so Revive are grouped up here, they're ready to go. They hop on the point, and they are starting to push once again. Pup gets a nice pick on his Zweeb. Here comes Revive, up 5-6 with the player count. Here they go. They're gonna start fighting it out. Oh, Grav coming out from the mentor. Oh god. What's it gonna get? Stay alright. That's my suggestion. Thank you. I will try to do that a little bit more. I'm always glad to hear feedback. So, here they come, coming through. Oh god, my casting just like took a massive dip on it. So Blade coming in from the back on Wraith. Revive have way more picks in this fight, so they will be getting a lot more distance on this cart from here.
Take your medicine.
Looking at ults though, Revive are running pretty low. They will have a infrared pretty soon here, but that's not extremely game changing other than at the beginning of fights. But Pup is going to get a pick onto Horrible I Am pretty early there, so that's really good. Reboot are going to have to rethink their push once again. Okay, so here they come. Dragon Blade coming through from Zweeb. I want to find his POV. That's not it. That's Wraith. Here he goes. Oh, he's just wiping the floor with all of them. Zweeb getting 4, I think it was, 4 or 5, and that was crazy for him. I don't know if Reboot's going to be able to touch. Only 7 seconds left, and the closest one is Completo, or, yeah, oh, they're going to have Dementor on ball. I don't think he's going to be able to touch, though, and that is going to be it. Hard-fought round for both teams. Great job by both the Genjis in that fight. They definitely stood up to me with Dragon Blades and such. Doing a great job of actually winning the fights for their team.
Initiating match.
Oh man, I have so much homework I have to do after this. That's okay though. It's been a fun game to watch. This is a nice little break. So chat, how's your day been going? Tell me all about it. Yo, Chessie, if you wanted to join in on the cast here, that would be insane. Here. Uh oh, I can't hit up. Because up is my bet. Okay. It's this one. Am I stupid? I might be. Sorry, I completely zoned. It's going great, Real Nighthawk. I'm happy to hear it, man. Okay, well, Pup once again is on Widowmaker. Yo, what's up? Welcome to the cast. Okay, so
this will be an interesting encounter.
Yeah,
considering the Bastion. Yeah. It'll be an interesting encounter to see if they actually do push top left, which most people do on this map since it is such a strong point. But with the Genji as well, small corners are probably not in their favor.
Alright, well, Horrible I Am is going to do a little bit of jump. He's not a main tank player. Don't know why they have him on main tank, but they do, so that's pretty legendary. I think it has to do with Reboot getting a little cocky, but we'll see what happens with this. They are getting plenty of picks here. Oh, there's my phone going off. Nice. We'll just leave that for now. Shut up, phone. Oh, gone. Alright, well, picks going majorly in Reboot's favor at the moment. However, Horrible
The
Am
mental
is-
playing Mercy, not a support player. Interesting.
Yeah, this is pretty interesting plays from either team here. Nothing normal.
No,
so
none
far.
of, I don't think anyone's playing their real role except maybe Nikleto and Rave and Pub.
Zweep too. Yeah, other than
Yeah.
that, I think this is a little bit of a meme round, boys.
Well, a little bit. They're running double snipers. No tanks for Reboot. Interesting.
Oh, they've completely ditched tanks. I like it.
No, they're running double
No
sniper
tank
with
meta. Let's do
Sombra.
it, dude. They're actually just gonna kind of be using this point as a shield here.
It could work in their favor though. If they can
working
focus the right targets and call out properly, they could wipe with this comp. It's very strong.
Yeah, they're doing it. Sweep and Iron Crayola just kind of holding on this point. Horrible Am is doing some damage up front on Hanzo, but he will get picked off, and eventually so will Iron Crayola. Sweep gonna pull off a kill onto Nikleto, and that actually might be really good for Reboot here. If they can go in fast, which, considering how fast most of their heroes are, they will be able to, and they should be able to cap this pretty fast with Nikleto not in the
Maynard
fight.
switching over to the Reaper. Interesting.
Always love fun changes like this.
Always love the Edgelord.
So, oh yeah, you do.
Crayola down before the engagement. If Aoshi can scout beforehand, they should have a good grasp on what to do.
Ooh,
Rez
huge.
not getting off, killing Chuck. Chuck playing Mercy. Interesting.
Oh my god. Okay. Well.
And there's the push.
It looks like the all DPS meta, or the
The all DPS meta has struck again, guys. Goats is no longer valid. It's 2 healers and 4 DPS.
The payload.
Yeah, the quad DPS strat and no tanks seem to actually work out for Reboot there. They have some of the better DPS players in this matchup, I'd have to say. No offense to you, Revive.
Horrible's very good.
But
From what I've
Horrible's
seen,
so good.
I played with him. Horrible is a very good player. His Baptiste is phenom, as someone who plays Baptiste for Revive.
Well, you heard it here, folks. Pro Bap player says Horrible Am is pro Bap player.
He's actually is. He's one of the best ranked ones on console, funny enough. I think he is the highest ranked one.
I wasn't gonna get anyone, but Horrible Am and Zweep coming through once again on DPS. Going
Yoshi's switching over to the
insane
tank.
with
We've
these
lost
kills.
a DPS player.
No!
The Battle Mercy.
okay, it's okay. We have a
Chuck
Battle
did it.
Mercy
Oh,
from
no,
Chuck.
he dipped.
Go chase him.
He could have won that
I was really
encounter.
hoping it.
He could have won it.
Yeah, he definitely could have. Alright, let's see. Zweeb jumping around.
Very, very far.
And-
Pup stalling last minute. Zen trans pop. Maynard with the 2.
Let's see if Horrible Am, he's gonna
We're
grab
going SMG
Zenyatta
Widow
and
here on Pup,
Rhyme.
boys. And there goes
And that's
the
gonna
game.
be it.
Victory.
4-0 victory for Reboot. Actually, the score may or may not reflect it, but
Play of
an
the
extremely entertaining game to watch.
It was very good.
For me, at least. Yeah.
The meta has been
I think,
changed. We've officially left Goats, gone back to 4 DPS. Is this season 3? I think so.
Possibly. Alright, well, so we normally interview the winner, team owner, or someone on the winning team. But since we have you, I'll interview you first, real fast.
Alright.
One question that I had, I actually was pretty interested in. The communication on Revive. How would you describe it? How would you put it?
Well, in a personal opinions aside, professionally, it does need work with target calling, I feel like. because we just haven't worked on it enough. However, there are some moments that I'm sure became very clear when we started focusing during the game, but there are some moments that are very, very strong, and we do focus those targets and we do push very much. One of the things that we do need to work on, though, as far as communication goes, would probably be swapping soon enough, as Paris pretty much made it clear. We weren't getting through the choke fast enough, but that's just something that you learn in time, I guess.
All right, awesome. Thank you for that insight. And yeah, another question I had was on Paris. What was going through your heads when you guys were just kind of hanging out there? You kind of touched on it a little bit, but
We
just
one of the main things was bunker comp has started becoming a very, very predominant thing, especially with Baptiste being introduced and the immortality field. One of the main things I think with Paris as a whole is the choke area is so small, save for Junkrat and Pharah who can flank on the top left, that you need, in my personal opinion, and this may just be because I love playing her so much, but you really do, Symmetra Teleporter is very, very powerful on Paris because you can get that flank without taking hardly any damage to people. And that's a strong thing, but pushing with your Reinhardt and keeping your tanks in the front line is another thing that is kind of finicky with bunker comp because of the Bastion Junkrat, but I'm sure someone somewhere will find a way to sort of break that comp, hopefully.
yeah. Well, we're gonna see if chat has any more questions for you. I'm trying to think of some more that I had. Oh, what was your reaction, or like what? I guess this is probably a better question for Pup, but like, was he screaming about him like absolutely dominating Horrible I Am for a bit on Widow there?
Oh
or...
no. That's one
No,
thing
he was
that
just kinda...
we really don't do when we're playing. We never have, and I'm being 100% honest with you. We really don't talk about when someone dominates over someone else. We all have our playful little things that we do back and forth. I'm sure you may have seen it when I was 1v1ing Aoshi, but I put the well-played spray down afterwards. That's just my thing, because you don't see many Mercies who can 1v1 a diva and come out on top.
Right.
But we all have like little jabs that we do at each other, but it's all in good fun. But no, comms are pretty clean as far as talking about dominating another player on another team.
Well, that actually, I thank you for saying that about the 1v1 with Aoshi, because that actually leads me to another question. Like, so since you two teams are affiliated, and I'd assume you guys play together a little bit.
Yes.
Both teams. Yeah. Okay. So my question is like I guess how you just answered. Is there any sort of friendly rivalry where you'll bag each other, or because like I have my friends in the league that whenever I kill them I'll do something funny or like emote on them, or so there's something like that.
Yeah, a lot of people have it. There's always in our Discord little jabs at one another, especially leading up to this game, since we found out that since we're from that same organization, finding out you're playing main versus academy, or two different teams versus each other on opening day essentially was kind of a big fun for us. There's a lot of big talk from Revive, as well as Reboot had some jabs to say as well, but it's all just fun and games for us. I personally try and I guess alpha anyone I can as a support main for the team. It's always fun when you have those moments where just like with Aoshi, with the diva, it's always just the subtle things that just make it so much fun.
Right. Well, I got Azur in here just to talk with us a tiny bit longer. Azur, how you doing, man? Nice. I'm doing okay. You know, my throat hurts a little bit. I didn't have enough water for this cast, and I did a little bit of screaming when Aoshi got that lucky bomb. I don't even know if it was luck. I don't know what happened with it. I had a horrible camera angle on it, but yeah, I know, dude. He got some big ones. It was the one like in front of the gas station on Route 66.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So I was asking Chessie about like any little fun rivalries between the teams. since you guys are affiliated. And my question for you, at least, was what is your what's your little rivalry? Like, who do you have one with? What in specific? Ayoshi.
Who doesn't at this point?
Right. Yeah. So I kind of I'm low on questions, and because I wasn't really prepared for any sort of interview, I just kind of was doing my homework. Crayola said, "Hey, we need a caster because Pappy can't make it." So I was like, "You know what, dude? I'll do it." So, I guess this isn't a question, but one thing I have to tell you, damn, dude, your tracking's nice. It's really good. Yeah, I know. Mhm. Yeah. Yeah, that's how it is with me. I got really good at tracking by just playing a bunch of Tracer. That's how you do it, dude. But yeah, your play was so fun to watch. Yeah. Um Okay, so this is a question from chat from the Real Nighthawk 501. He says, "How did you feel, Zur, when you went off, when you popped off?" Yeah, what moments when he was popping off? Well, I mean, you popped off a good number of times on Route 66, I'd say.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah,
With
that's
Aoshi
true.
on Diva,
Yeah.
that's a very big
Yeah, that's
accomplishment.
one thing you have to say to Ayoshi. Yeah. Say, "Ayoshi, what happened? Were you not hungry or something?" Yeah.
A little too full. That's what feels bad.
All of them. Oh, he just says, "How did you feel when you popped off any of the times?" I guess. Yeah. Right.
Just never stop popping off.
Right.
To quote the infamous XQC, go again.
Let's go again. Well, it was a 4-0. Not the best finish, but I think you guys played fantastic. This is just for the record. Other than Paris, like, I won't say anything
Paris
about Paris.
is a stupid map anyway.
Yeah,
to
I
be
agree. I
honest.
hate Paris so much, dude. It's such a garbage map. Bad map. You know, that doesn't even count.
Like-
Don't even worry about Paris. Don't even
Yeah,
worry about Paris.
there's one choke and it's so broken. Like I'm not a fan.
Yeah, the
I'm
choke
just
kinda
not gonna
sucks,
say
but, you know.
anything. I love Paris personally. I think it's a lot of fun to
Oh,
play
okay.
on. There's a lot
I'm
of
sorry,
weird
Paris
comps
is a
you can
good
get
map.
on it. Well, no, I think
Paris
there's
is
a
a
lot
good map.
of
It's not
weird.
horrible.
There's a lot of weird off-meta things you can get away with on Paris, and I think that's why I enjoy it so much. And I'm sure
That's
as the
very true,
season
though.
goes on, and as more and more people play on it in competitive and stop hating the map because there is that one choke, I'm pretty sure you'll find some things, because Symmetra, Mei, they're both very strong on it. Bastion's very strong on defense. Bunker's very strong on defense. There's a lot of things you can kind of experiment with, and I think that just comes with time.
Yeah, I don't know. It's just like what sucks about the map to me is I hate when a map is super one-sided. You know, I want to win because my team outplayed the other team, not because the map like gave me an advantage or gave them an advantage. You know, that's where my philosophy lies. But I see what you mean. I definitely
it's a
see
very
like,
defense-based map, and I'm not a fan.
You can look at it
Right,
the same way
yeah.
we viewed Horizon for a very long time. That was
Yes,
was how
exactly.
Horizon was for a very long time. It was such a defense-heavy map. If you set up at least kind of half-minded, you could pretty much full hold first point. And that's kind of how Paris is, in my opinion. You set up with a half-decent comp, and now it's bunker meta. because of Baptiste. You set that up on that top point, and you're pretty much good to go. But if you can get even one flank on them and kill their Bastion or Baptiste, preferably, the whole team will crumble.
Mm-hmm.
And that's the same how Horizon was. You killed their Bastion at the beginning, or their Mercy if it was a pocket back when that was a really big thing, and the whole team would just fall.
Mm-hmm. So I'm gonna ask you one last question, just because I'm gonna interview the other team as well, and this is just because both of you seem extremely knowledgeable. Who actually is the shot caller on your team? Like, who's telling people, okay, we're gonna do this, or explaining things to people, okay, this is how this works, this is why this is gonna happen? Who on the team does that? Is it? I'd assume it's you two, honestly, but.
Okay. Actually, right now we're in the process of trying to teach somebody else. We're trying to teach our main tank. So basically, what we do is we let him make the call, and whether it succeeds or fails, we then step back and we're like, hey, this is what we did wrong, or this is what the call should have been, and this was right or wrong, and trying to explain to him what decisions are good to make a win and what decisions are bad to make a win. So we're trying to teach our main tank.
Okay. Yeah, Dementor, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So I just want to make sure right now that you guys have your audio included to the stream.
I
Otherwise,
just
it's
included
gonna
it.
sound
That's why I
crazy.
accidentally hit the party invite, but I'm going to go click the audio. My bad.
Alright, good, because I remember one time we did an interview like this, and I was talking to myself the whole time, and I sounded insane. It was nice.
Yeah,
Those
I
are
just
always the
remembered to
fun
go
parts,
include
though,
mine
with streaming.
not too long ago.
Yeah. Alright, well, I have one last one for Rave Wraith.
Yes.
Or actually, it's not even a question. I just want to tell you, your blades were nice. The nano blades, they were excellent.
I tried.
Very
Yeah.
clean.
I only got a chance to use it like once, but
Yeah.
but it was more or less we both got nanoed at the exact same time, so I just kind of went after.
It was a battle of the weeaboos.
Yeah, it was. That's literally what was said mid game, like battle of the weeaboos anime fight. And I was like, I'm winning this one, boys.
Someone start playing the JoJo theme song. Let's go.
Right. It was either that or we could have killed both of each other's teams, so it was like we had to kill each other. We had to kill each other.
I wish we had
Like,
gotten a cam on that. Can you imagine that?
Yeah, that would have been
1v1?
so awesome.
It was
Like, if you
scurry.
watch back through the VOD a couple times, I'm like, okay, they're popping the Dragon Blade, and I'm like, give me the POV, I want to see it, and I'm like flicking through a bunch of them, and I can't find it.
Just go free cam forehead.
I know I would, but like it's so much more satisfying. Like, okay, imagine this. You're watching Arcado videos, right? And then he goes into third person, and it's like, okay, well that sucks. But because what you want to see is the first person. He's like,
Dude. You want to see what he sees when he's popping off, dude? That's the most exciting part.
I hope you clipped a couple of those at least.
No, I always forget to clip everything on Overwatch.
So do I. Honestly, I did the same exact thing, but.
Yeah, I think I clipped one thing on Fallout the other day, and then that was like the first thing I clipped in like a month.
Yeah, that's how it was for me. Like, I've been popping off in League since okay, here's the deal. When I play comp, I kind of choke sometimes, but then when I play in like League games like this, it's like I actually do good. I don't understand. I think it's because I feel like there's something I'm actually playing for. I don't know. It's interesting.
See, stuff like that, it's a lot different whenever you're actually playing with your teammates rather than
Right,
just
exactly.
other people that are interested in comp. It's different. It's more like a synergy thing,
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, synergy. That's what we definitely need for our team right now.
Yeah, that's what we definitely need to work on, to be honest.
Well, I know you guys got 4-0 today, but for what it's worth, and this is, I think you guys definitely have a ton of potential. You guys got some great players. If you can just iron some stuff out and learn to work together, I think you guys could be
And learn how to
definitely
play
a
Paris.
contender.
Yeah,
Exactly.
learn how to play
Learn to play
Paris.
Paris.
Yeah.
And then you guys can be a
That's not
contender in
bunker.
XOL.
Yeah.
I just wanted to make
I feel like we played really well.
and then and then we
It
never
would've
made
worked.
one right
It
in.
would have worked.
It would have worked just fine if we just pressed W, dude. Swear to God. Swear to God.
It would have even worked. It would have even worked too if you had put it at an angle, which made them think: are they going left or are they going right? And then you just pick one.
Like literally, the first push, I had it perfectly right in front of him, and then somebody died, and then it all went to shit. And I was like, alright, that's exactly how this game's gonna go. And then everyone just died.
This is Junkrat's spam, dude. Junkrat's spam is bad.
So,
but yeah, all in all,
Maybe we
I
should
played
go find a
really well
Junkrat.
tonight for what it was. So I'm
Yeah,
very
sure.
proud of everything that went on tonight.
Yeah, and you have every reason to. You guys did great. With the exception of Paris, obviously. We won't talk about
Yeah.
it though. It never happened.
No one's
we-
counting
We
Paris.
don't talk about that. That's a taboo.
I don't think anyone's
that's
first
a
week is
taboo
gonna
around
count
these parts,
Paris.
alright?
Yeah, no one's week should count Paris, honestly. But great job to all of you. You
Paris
can
should be
relay
the,
that to the rest of your team.
Drawbreaker map.
Yeah, probably.
Low key.
I mean, the only reason it's not is because you can't, or because Control's the only game mode you can't tie on. Well, other than payload, but like, who wants to do payload as map 3? I mean, as map
That's
5,
true.
because like, you want it to be kind of short and sweet. I don't know. All right, well, it was good talking to you all. Unfortunately, I do have to remove you so I can interview some of the other guys on the other team. But it was nice talking to you all.
good. Yep, sounds
It was a
good.
pleasure.
Yeah, man.
And the VOD will be out like in probably 20-ish minutes, so you guys can watch it then, and it'll be all good.
Awesome.
Alright, thank you.
Awesome. Yeah. All right. See you, dude.
Bye.
Cheers.
Bye-bye. Okay, we're gonna get Iron Crayola in here, and I think I can't remember who else it was, but we're gonna get someone else in here, and we're gonna have a little chat with them. Sorry about that. Yo, Crayola. How you doing, man? Oh, I'm okay, dude. How are you? Yeah. All right. I'm glad to hear it. Yeah. You know, what was funny is me and Krabby were sitting there, and we were talking about how we were going to schedule the games. And the first week we said, okay, first week needs to be the big ones. We need to do all the fun stuff here. It needs to be like that showstopper, you know? So, right. Yeah, and this was such an enjoyable game to watch, especially since I like kind of assumed that some of you guys had sort of little friendly personal rivalries with each other, and I was just kind of imagining that in my head as I watched. Especially when I think it was Chessie 1v1 Dayoshi on Diva and Mercy. That was hilarious.
I actually do not know
so it was
where
just so
I
much fun
was
to
at
watch.
that moment, but I remember like hearing a little bit of shade thrown mid game. It was really funny. It got people fired up. It was good.
Yeah.
Of course, I'm the thought that decided not to include my audio off the bat, but it is now. So you have that reply, but nothing prior.
Oh, that's okay. So someone in chat said
Yeah,
is
actually.
Crayola actually Dylan, and it was like, oh, okay.
Yeah,
So
actually,
the
James,
audio's
love you,
included
buddy.
now. We're good. I don't know what you said, but to reiterate, he said fun things. I don't know.
Our team did really great. Both teams did.
Yeah, you guys did exceptional.
I'm
Both-
nothing but proud of our academy. Quite frankly, they made a lot of good plays tonight, and they just played very well. Unfortunately, a lot of the things that they've tried, we kind of seen them do before, so we kind of had a good idea. But at the
Oh,
same
yeah.
time, it's a fun thing to enjoy. The
Mhm.
exhibition match between two groups basically backed by the same core is it's a lot of fun.
All right. Yeah, I thought that was awesome to watch. It was such an entertaining game. Both teams playing amazing. Particularly Horrible I Am and Zweeb. You guys are insane on DPS.
Thank you.
Especially with DPS coming back into meta. How excited are you?
It's pretty good. I'm very excited.
good, yeah.
I've been looking forward to playing like Genji a lot and McCree again.
Mhm.
I'll say that much.
Well, yeah. Your
I've been
McCree, I
working on
mean, your
Hanzo.
Genji is fantastic.
Thank you.
Yeah.
I don't want to correct you, but it's way. Sorry. I have to.
Oh, it's Way?
Yeah.
Oh, sorry. I heard Basic call you Zweeb a bunch in the XOL versus Reboot game.
Oh,
So
you're
that's
good,
just kind of
dude.
where I got it. My bad, dude.
You're good, dude.
I'll fix that for next time. I'll fix it.
No worries.
So it's Zwei or
You can be Zwei. You can call me
Zwei,
Baru.
Zwei. Baru. I think it'll probably be Baru from from now on.
That's
I'm gonna
fine.
keep mispronouncing the first part. Yeah.
You're good, dude. Don't worry about it.
So I've talked to some of the Revive guys, but what is your personal little friendly rivalry with some of the other guys on the team? You know, because I know some of you guys like have little things where you kind of poke at each other, or have fun. But what's your personal one?
My personal.
For me-
rivalry? Go ahead.
Go ahead, Zoe.
Both of you
No,
can
you
answer
go
that.
ahead.
That's fine.
You first.
You first.
No, you first.
Okay, dude. I'll go because this is gonna last forever.
You're right.
Honestly, I look at all of them like, they're all equals. So I don't really have much of a personal rivalry, but maybe Rave. I can see that being a rival. Right? I'm sorry, that's a hard word. And then probably Pup. He's a really good player. Like he's a really good hit
Oh
scan.
yeah, Pup. Dude,
He's a
his
very good hit
Widow.
scan.
That Whittle duel between
And I like Rave's
Horrible
Genji.
and him.
I like Rave's Genji. It's really good. And
I agree.
in the case that if I did, well, I don't know. I think those are probably my two rivalries right there.
My
Yeah,
answer
it was
to the
pretty
same
funny to
question
watch.
is Rave Wraith. Me and him have played
Rave Wraith.
games together continuously. In fact, we started our gaming career back with Halo 3. We played forever with that together. Last season with XOL, he was actually playing with Reboot, and with
Yeah, I
some life
remember
stuff,
that.
he needed to take a little bit of a step back, so he decided to go back, help out with the academy, and boost up them a little bit. And he's done an amazing job. He, Azure, Chessie, all three of them have been working their butts off with all the guys on that squad, and I'm nothing but proud.
Yeah, they've been doing
Yeah,
really good.
I can definitely tell.
I'm impressed.
So much potential coming from them. Actually, it's they could be a fantastic team, and honestly, like an amazing playoff contender if they just iron some stuff out, which they have time to do. They have 13 weeks.
Oh yeah.
Honestly, just win over a little bit over half of those, and you could probably get yourself a spot in playoffs.
I really hope to see him
Very
there.
true.
I really do. I think they have the potential,
Yeah.
and I think they can make it.
I agree, yeah. So one thing I noticed that I thought was pretty funny, was it felt like Zweeb, or not Zweeb, Zwei, yeah, Zwei, okay.
You're good.
It
Good.
kind of felt like Zwei and Rave Wraith were kind of like the Genji matchup there, and it was funny because they'd kind of duel a little bit. One would pop Dragon Blade, the other one would pop it right back. And then there was Horrible versus Pup on the Widow. Oh my god, it was such
Yeah, we did
it was
Hanzo
so
v
fun to
Hanzo
watch.
too.
Like, oh, did you?
For a bit.
Yeah,
Yeah, we did,
I
a
think
little
I
bit.
remember a little bit of that. Like, I don't know. It was just so much fun to watch. No offense to any of the tanks and healers, which you guys played absolutely fantastic as well. But I think DPS definitely stood out in this game for sure, for me at least. Which
Thank you,
is interesting to me because DPS aren't normally what I look at in games. Like it's flashy, but it's just
Well, I know I'm. Yeah, go for it.
yeah. Go for it, Ayushi.
Yeah,
Mhm.
I was running like Genji goats.
Mhm.
Fresh. their muscle memory is still in their hands.
Right, right. Hmm. Yeah, and I can definitely tell you guys definitely have stayed hot on DPS, even when we were in a little bit of a DPS drought as an Overwatch community. um,
Well, I
the only
am a
time I
firm
ever
believer in running metas, but at the same time, I'm a firm believer in having fun. I paid $60 for this game
Right.
when it came out. It's going to be free to
Exactly.
play soon enough, but like at the end of the day, I still want to have fun playing it, and just trying to smash two Reinhardts together just it's boring.
Right.
That's very
I
true.
agree. Ghost is so boring.
I played a lot of
It
Ryan
was not
myself,
fun.
so I mean, like, I'll admit I did get tired of Ryan at one point. As much fun as he is, as much fun as it is, like building a shatter every 10 seconds and wiping a whole team. I mean, it's not as satisfying considering they're getting like a 6K with like a nano blade or something.
I mean, I have seasons. I kind of want to do something different.
Right,
Yeah.
exactly.
The only time I've ever actually seen your team conform to just goats was against XOL and Reboot, and I just want to say I'm so sorry for that. If I'm being honest with you, it's because we were scared of you, and we wanted to do what worked.
Hey man, you guys were a really good team. It was a lot of fun playing you guys last
Thank
season.
you.
I
Yeah,
look
that was
forward to our game
honestly,
this
I think that
season.
was my favorite game in XOL. I absolutely loved that game. It was so much fun.
Man, Reboot really, we went out and we found a bunch of players that were not actually affiliated with XOL, and we kind of brought them all here.
Yeah.
I think we've assembled a little bit of a force, and hopefully if we can also lock down our synergy, because we do have a few holes in it as well. Like,
Right.
I feel like we can even make a contender for that top 3.
Yeah.
Oh, really?
I mean,
Ooh.
Oh yeah,
I want to see it. I want to see it.
easy. Nah, I won't say easy. It'd be hard fought.
Well, I think it was on Paris. I did a little bit of a quick power ranking. That was just for like the first 2 maps I'd watched, which it crazy improved after the second map. After Paris, like both of you guys played far better than you guys did the first 2. So I did give a little bit of a power ranking, but after seeing what I just saw, I think I have to say a little bit different than what I said before. Because if I'm thinking correctly, I think I put you guys Reboot at like 9 or something, which like that's totally wrong now. That was just after like the first 2 maps. Now thinking on it, I'd have to give at least like 6, 5, 4, 3. You know, just and for Revive, I was extremely impressed. I think I gave them like 13 before. I definitely move them up to at least top 10. You know, I don't know. I haven't seen all the teams play yet. I haven't seen how the season's gonna unfold, but great job to both of you guys. It was just so much fun.
Well, we
Yeah, it
hope
was
you
a lot of
enjoyed the
fun.
show at the end of the day.
Yeah.
I know we had fun,
Hmm.
and hands down, I'm looking forward to the remainder of the season. Looking forward, putting my hands back on the controller, getting back into the grind.
Yeah.
That
gonna be
deep
fun.
sigh, because it's all the CC in the world now.
Yeah. Well, I hope we reach a day when we finally moved past all of this toxic CC, but you know,
very true.
that's
Until
just
that day.
hoping. Yeah.
Until that day, we'll just
Until
play
that
with the
day?
game being difficult.
Until that day, we'll just continue to blame BwoodDill.
Hashtag blame BwoodDill.
Hashtag blame BwoodDill. Oh, did you guys look at the new command in XOL, by the way?
No, what do you got?
Go in to general or whatever and just type blame who or exclamation point blame who.
This makes me so happy.
You're gonna like it. This is my little gift to you all when I'm giving up owner.
Is it all one word?
Yeah. Just blame who.
Smile.
Yeah, it's pretty good. I did that the other day. Me and Skylar were yeah, me and Skylar were talking about, hey, what custom commands do you want to add? Like, cause we were both in there just messing around with it. I said, I don't know, I'll think of something. And then later she laughed, and I was like, you know what What's been like my one true meme here? Because I want to do something for leaving, you know. Because I mean, I'm not leaving. I'm just kind of taking a step
You need
back.
to take a step
but
back. You got work to do.
Yeah, exactly.
I appreciate the casting
I got
tonight.
stuff. Yeah, I actually had so much fun casting tonight. I had stopped enjoying it, but right now I'm kind of back and ready to do it again.
Heck yeah.
Glad you had fun, man.
Yeah, this was so much fun to do. My voice hurts, but you know we'll get past that. That'll be fine. Yeah, I think it'd be more fun if I had like more people watching and I had a more active chat. But like that's just because this is a weird timed game for like all the EU. Oh my God, all the EU.
Yeah, a
people.
lot of the XOL following is EU.
Right. Yeah. So.
Which we're gonna
Yeah,
change some of that. We're gonna get some NA people in here too.
Right. We're the NA team. Yeah, that's the thing. Like, whenever I don't know how to explain it. Whenever I see the name Reboot anywhere, I'm like, it glows to me because I absolutely love you guys. Because like you're NA team, you're fun to play, you're a good matchup. I love Crayola. I love a couple other guys, even though I haven't interacted with you as much as I have with Crayola. It's just you're great guys. You're great guys.
Thanks, man. I can say the same for y'all.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Hey man, I just want to say as a final word, great job on getting everything up and running again for this season. Because I know you had a lot thrown onto you, unexpectedly.
Thank you.
So good job with that.
Yeah.
I know you had a great
Thanks,
team
it means
behind
a
you.
lot yeah, it means a lot that you appreciate it. It like, man, I don't know.
It takes a lot of work
how
to
I
get something like
managed to
this
do it.
together. I mean, let's face
It
it.
really does.
We have 20 teams competing. Each one is running the same thing you're doing, and you're managing 20 of those all together.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, it's just like, yeah, I had no idea what I was gonna do when I first started this, and then it somehow worked out, and I couldn't be happier about it. And what makes it even better is that people are happy about it as well. So.
Oh yeah.
Well, anyways, I'm gonna end the stream. You guys can hang out a little bit longer if you'd like, or well, there's a guy Nighthawk that wanted to join the party and just talk. You wanted to. I don't know. Yeah, I'll invite him. We'll see what he wants to say.
That dude.
Okay, actually, I can't find his gamer tag. I'm not gonna really look around for it, but I'll add you, Nighthawk, if you want to play later. But all right, well, yeah, I'll look for it later. I won't invite him, but I'm gonna end the stream now. It was fun to watch, boys. For those of you watching the VOD, you probably haven't watched this far because the interview's kind of just been super long, but it was an entertaining game. That was Reboot versus Revive. Reboot winning 4-0. Thank you for watching. I love you all.